Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dr. Sean, your physical therapy application coach. And today I have a video that comes from a tip request from one of our followers. This tip request had to do with what can you do if you are stuck on a wait list currently. First and foremost, I know it's frustrating. I know it's painful to sit there and be patient and wait and to not know what the future is going to look like. So let me give you a few pieces of practical advice that can help you move forward if you're in this phase of your application. Okay, my first piece of advice or perspective that I would give you is please don't equate being on a wait list with being rejected from a DPT program. There are so many great physical therapists that I know that have gotten into physical therapy school, obviously, because they're PTs now, who were on a wait list before they got into PT school. And they went on to have great careers and be great students of physical therapy. Please do not equate being on a wait list with being rejected. Okay, it is its own category. Yes, you are not fully accepted yet, but no, you have not been rejected by the program. You are in contention. We're just in limbo right now while we're waiting to hear back from other applicants. This brings me to my next point. Sometimes no news is good news. If you have not heard back from a DPT program and you're still on their wait list, this may mean that your application is still very much in contention or that you're moving up that wait list and they just haven't made a final determination on your application just yet. So trust the process, be patient. I know that's so difficult to do, and I'm going to give you some practical pieces of advice for some additional things that you can do to be proactive while you're on a wait list. I want you to also remember that you are just one email away from being accepted into a DPT program if you're currently on a wait list. It can feel like you've been waiting for days or weeks or months potentially on a wait list, and all of a sudden you get that one email that completely turns your application upside down, and you are going from being someone who's not getting into physical therapy school to attending physical therapy school. So please keep that perspective in mind. You are one email away from being accepted into a DPT program if you're currently on a wait list. If you haven't heard from a DPT program in the past 3 to 4 weeks and you're sitting on their program's wait list, it is totally fine to reach out to them regarding your application. Now, I have a particular way that I go about doing this so you don't sound desperate. I would recommend that you state that you're reaching out to see the status of your application as you're hoping to get the most up-to-date information as you're hearing back from other DPT programs. This phrasing is ambiguous but direct and sounds professional without making you sound too desperate. All right, my concluding tip is, depending on where you are in the wait list, let's say you've reached out to a program and you find out that you're pretty far up on the wait list. It might not be a bad idea to go back onto PTCAS and see if there's any programs that still are available for you to apply to submit your application. You may have not considered some of these programs, but it's always a good option to go back into PTCAS if all of your other options have been exhausted and you're fairly high up on the wait list to say, are there any other programs that I'm interested in applying to that still have application deadlines that I can meet? And you may find programs that you hadn't considered before. You definitely should do your research. Don't just blanket apply to these programs. Do your research, and if you're actually like, you know what, I like this program, it's just one maybe I didn't consider, go ahead and consider applying to it and see where your application shakes out once you apply to that other program. I hope this video has been helpful for you if you are currently stuck on a wait list. It's a common thing for a lot of applicants to go from a wait list to being accepted, okay? Don't look at yourself like you're an anomaly as far as that's concerned. There are proactive ways that you can communicate with DPT programs to see where your application currently is at as you're moving up the wait list. And if you've exhausted your options or you're in the middle or further down on the wait list, it's always good to take a look and see what other options may be on PTCAS. These are some optimistic but proactive things that you can do while you're still on a wait list. I hope this is helpful for you. And if you would like to request any additional tips, every Tuesday we send out on our story a tip request where you can ask us to post videos like this or create posts to directly answer your application questions. Thanks, guys. Take care.